Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Erroneous Opinions Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Owens, and always to my left,
Sam Doreen
and William Cardona.
Jonathan Winter.
So here we are, show number 4. We've got 3 in the bank.
Feeling pretty good about it.
How's it going?
Feels good to me. I got some compliments on the last couple shows, except for number 3 because I wasn't there, so I got a lot of hate on that one. But yeah, the other 2 were good, or I guess all 3, and then some erroneous baggage from everybody else that says we talk about dicks too much and we should have rap music in the background, and we're in a basement even though we are in a basement. So
was that it was Mark from Chula Vista?
Yeah, that's
correct?
Mark from Chula Vista saying that one. Yeah, he can suck a fat one.
Jesus Christ, it's one of the things that's got me down is like we are pretty erroneous here. I mean, we are starting out, but if there's one thing I definitely want to maintain is the integrity of the fucking show.
Yeah.
And what I'm not going to do is produce fake emails, fake anything that has to do, because, I mean, it's taken away from a legitimate fan. And I know that one fan is out there somewhere.
Yeah, we're bound to have at least one.
Somewhere.
Right?
Somewhere. So if you're listening, fan, write us.
Yeah, write us an email.
Hate is going to hate.
And just make sure you're not Mark from Chula Vista, because that would be...
Yeah, if there actually is a Mark out there, we apologize preemptively, but you're a fucking prick.
Yeah.
I love how you assume that there is not a Mark out there. Like, if there is a Mark, it's such a common name.
Well, I mean, this particular Mark who has so much to say about...
Well, he's done about 5 or 6 years of this podcasting, so he knows what he's talking about, right? Mark from Chula Vista.
Well, I think this particular Mark just got introduced to podcasts last week.
That's right. Yeah, he did. Yeah. How about that?
We're always going to run into those haters, though. I mean, we just got to take it a grain of salt and keep going. So let's keep going.
So what, on the dick stories?
Right. The selfies and dicks.
That's what we do here.
I know. He's out there. He's a very special listener, and this dick's for you, right in your mouth.
You guys should be nice because he's probably our only fan right now.
Well, according to him, he is not our fan and will not share the show because it was funny at one point, but now it's not funny. It's not going to share things that aren't funny. If we don't take his advice to heart and make these changes, I mean, we're not going to grow. We're not going to do anything.
This is all real life, Jonathan. I know you don't work with us, but this is... So you're kind of sitting here looking at me quizzically, but this is a guy...
No, I completely understand.
Gotcha.
I'm just taking it in, taking all the information in.
I mean, he's got a definite love for rap music, and I think from now on the show, he will be... we'll address him as the Mix Master.
Mixmaster Mark. Out of C-Town.
That's Mark with an X.
Out of CV Town.
M-Tray, if you want to get all hoodie with it.
Well, John, what was the responses you were getting on your end?
I haven't shared it with anyone because, quite honestly, I thought I sucked the last episode, so I'm going to wait till it gets good.
Wow. Embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed of the show. I don't want no
My wife's like, how'd it go? I was like, I didn't go. I saw a movie. Don't listen.
Well, you know, my wife's dropping the 411 tour about our porn watching and the expert levels we have in that, so... It's going to be an interesting show in a couple weeks.
Interesting show. Yes, it is.
Oh, what's coming up in a couple weeks?
We're going to do we're going to invite the missus on. We're going to invite everybody but Sam's because she ain't having that shit.
Yeah, she probably won't make it.
Oh, I'm going to get my ass reamed. My wife is going to lay into me.
I mean, I don't think you're in that big. Wow. Really?
Thanks for that.
Holy shit.
Want to hear me swallow?
Enjoy that Diet Coke.
All right, let's just add to it.
Who fucking does that?
So how was everybody's week this week? Was it good? Will, how was your week?
This week. Well, yeah, I guess I could say it was pretty good. I went to Vegas, got the job offer. It was a very, very low starting salary, but at first I was... not gonna take it. I was dead on. I'm not gonna take it. And my wife told me, take it as a experience. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out there, see how it goes. And the next couple of podcasts, I'm gonna be doing this through Skype. So I'll be on this TV monitor behind me, and we'll be doing this through the good old World Wide Web.
Perfect. At least you'll be here for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then hopefully I'll be able to get here for a couple of them because I am flying back a couple of times. So either way, I'll be here.
Good. So the miss is going with you or staying out here?
No. Actually, she's gonna stay here. She needs to finish up her ends with school and work and whatnot. And so she's gonna be here. I'll be out there, and it's gonna be a couple months of tough times. But tough times bring great rewards in the end, and we'll see how it goes. Other than that, my last day at work was pretty loving. I felt loved. I felt wanted. I felt accepted. Everyone came to me saying, hey, we miss you. Thank you. Even from Sam Doreen and Kevin and everyone else, they just came to me and
I love that he doesn't even know my last name.
That's pretty good.
I said Campos.
At least
I
you're
could
feeling
say
loved.
Campos, but I'm not gonna say.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and edit that out now that you've thrown out where I fucking live. That's awesome. Thank you.
How did I do that?
You just said Campo 3 times.
But really,
Wow.
it's such a huge fucking area. I'll be live tweeting out Kevin's address if you want to stop by. He likes
than
callers
that,
after midnight.
So back to work. Everybody. I think Will made an impact. Not a very big one.
No, I mean, he was there,
I mean,
so there's that.
yeah.
That's what everyone wants on their tombstone.
I was there.
Will was there.
He was an okay dude.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I strive to be okay. I strive to be there.
Just remember, the lower you set the bar, the less disappointment you have in life.
That's true. That is true.
He died a horrible death, and we will remember him for his presence.
Everywhere.
No, just there.
Well, yeah, just there. That sounds pretty good. But other than that, so now I'm gonna get home, pack, pretty much throw all my stuff in my car trunk, and just head out. And you said that it was gonna snow, so I'm looking forward to the snow on the way out there. See how
Does
that
it get
goes.
that high up? You'll be in the snow on the way out? I don't
Yeah,
think you will.
I think once you get into what is it, the mountains out there, right over when you start crossing the mountains, when you get on the far east side of California, you get high in the elevation and you hit some snow out there. I did at least a couple times.
I mean, they're calling 5,000 feet, but they're saying it's going to drop a little lower. Julian's going to look like it did last month, where the town was just overloaded, and I love that they were turning people away. Like, don't come to Julian at all.
Is this what we're doing now? We're just going to hi, I'm Jason Storm, and in with your weather.
We could.
We
I
could.
mean, current events.
El Cajon will have highs of 75 today and lows of 32.
So speaking of current events, someone very very near and dear to my heart passed away today.
Who's that?
That would be Mr. Leonard Nimoy.
Spock himself.
That's I don't know if they're bringing him back. They can't do the Project Genesis. Can't watch him grow, hit puberty, get a little sexy on with Kirstie Alley down on that planet.
You
Christopher
lost me
Lloyd
totally
Klingon.
because I know who he is, but I'm not a nerd, so I don't really watch Star Trek.
Yeah, Nimoy, he debuted in '66 and was the only actor to appear in every episode of the original series. I mean, he beat out the Shat. Shat.
He beat the Shat. He beat the Shat out of Shat. Ner.
Very impressive, and he will be missed.
Let's give a moment of silence for old Leonard Nimoy. Okay, that's enough for that.
Moving on.
Moving on to bigger and better things than Trekkies. I guess we could bring up this dress thing. This in the new. It's actually in the news now. Is this dress? It's that some people see it black and blue. Some people see it white and gold. It read the article. It turns out that if you see it black and blue, that means you are gay. And if you see it white and gold, what color do you guys see it?
I see it.
Blue and black.
Blue and black.
Blue and black. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
if you
surrounded.
see it blue and black, you're definitely like cock, and that's why I've always seen it as blue and blue. Well, never mind.
blue and white. And it gets a little blue towards the end there, and then it turns white.
Little goo and black.
Blue and black.
What you see it, Sam?
I saw white and light blue and gold.
Light blue and gold. You see, I could see the light blue. I have no idea where you're getting the gold from.
I don't know either. I'm
And-
not gay. I don't know. I guess that's why I see it in
Really?
gold.
Well, you're not in the loop of gayness, I guess.
Well, I guess not.
The
Thanks.
loop of gayness.
Thanks for that.
And where is this magical loop at?
Within this room.
Within this room. Little daisy chain of gay. For Mark, let's get into dick talk. Let's go straight into dick talk and talk about something that we absolutely love.
Should we put the rap on yet?
No rap in the background.
We'll leave the rap out for this one.
I heard there's some Randy Savage rap coming. in the
That'll
future.
come. The Randy Savage will be here. I'm still working on my Elizabeth, I love you.
Dude,
Randy Savage had the best promos of all time.
The cream of the crop.
how old was he when he stopped wrestling?
Oh, he was still wrestling right up there.
Well, he was probably 55 when he was Bonesaw in Spider-Man.
He was in it. He was huge as Bonesaw. But I mean, God rest his soul. You have a heart attack and crash into a tree.
Wow.
That's a macho way to go.
Kinda. I mean, I'd rather be balls deep in some chick, but that's a macho way to go.
That's a
is
macho.
true.
Or maybe maybe cutting wood down. Maybe building a fire with your hands.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Killing a fucking
Bear.
bear.
Yeah.
Choking a bear out.
Oh wow. Macho Man versus a bear.
A balding Macho Man or Macho Man when he wasn't balding?
I think Macho Man was always kind of
He was kind of always balding. Wasn't
him and Hulk Hogan never had a full head of hair.
Now, me thinking back, he was a pretty good wrestler. I don't understand how he didn't get as big as Hulk Hogan. Why is that?
I think that's debatable. I really think it is. Hogan tapped the vein. Really, he became the poster boy. You know, you're preaching red, white, and blue USA, right? We're
Say
in the
your
middle
prayers
of,
and eat your vitamins.
yeah, we're in the middle of a Cold War, so that happened. I mean, look at Hacksaw Jim Duggan. The guy was not the best wrestler, but totally beloved. He had a 2x4, tongue hanging out of his mouth, but he'd get a USA chant going like no other.
So, what was Macho looked at, or his what he represented?
Slim Jims.
And macho-ness. I mean, it's right there on Front Street in his name. He is the Macho Man.
He's the cream of the crop, and he always rises.
They ever go? I'm sure they did.
He's
but
the
how many times
tower of power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey.
how many times they go at it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hulk Hogan and Macho.
I mean, several times. I mean, bouts.
They had a lot of bouts.
A lot of matches.
Who-
I don't know. I mean,
Who had the
the
edge?
biggest one is definitely WrestleMania 5, the explosion of the Mega Powers. Former tag team. But I think that match for what it was supposed to be, what they were leading up to, they definitely missed the mark, and it was pretty much a squash match. I mean, Hogan just about drove over Macho Man, and that was it. It was a damn shame, And they tried to recreate it later on in a WCW, and all of that. It just didn't resonate. Didn't happen.
I don't think anything out of WCW ever really became as big as WWF or WWE.
NWO, the Wolfpack?
Yeah, that's really debatable. They had one storyline that pretty much just about shut down WWE.
What storyline is that?
The NWO.
New World Order.
You don't remember the NWO?
Yeah,
Kevin Nash,
yeah,
Sting.
Yeah, I remember.
His face was red and black.
I mean,
Come down from the Raptors, beat the shit out of you with a baseball bat.
I guess because I never seen WCW. I've always grew up on WWE, and I always seen WWE as the wrestling, entertainment company. And WCW was like a step down to them. I always seen it that way.
I did too. As an older wrestling fan, and people get shit on for being wrestling fans, but going
Because
back,
generally you're dorks. I stopped watching when I was in 4th grade because I was like, man. Well, actually, the thing that stopped me wrestling, for all you old wrestling fans, I don't know why we're even getting into this, but was Stephanie McMahon and Triple H getting married. And it just broke my heart because it broke Test's heart.
You were 4 when you seen that?
No, I was in 4th grade.
No way.
Yeah,
How old are you?
26.
When that happened?
that would have been right around when the
Kevin's
actual
like-
marriage took place. It would have been
Yeah,
somewhere between 99,
through the drive-thru,
99
right?
2000. Yeah, I actually I got married at that chapel.
Same lady.
My first marriage. And the gal that was on screen doing the marriage for them was the gal that officiated my first wedding.
Wow.
So it was pretty interesting. I had, I'm going through my first divorce and didn't want to be reminded of my wife. So wrestling was a safe place to run. So imagine my surprise when this storyline is going on and it shows up and it's like, you sons of bitches, dude. Didn't watch for about a month and a half after that. Had to let the storyline run its course.
Yeah, because definitely they put it on the big screen a couple times, over and over again.
Yeah, you're getting a good month of replays, throughout the Raws, and I don't think SmackDown was around back then, but it was a good skit. I'm just not particularly fond of that
Incredibly
one.
cheesy.
Well, yeah.
Triple H's like, I do. Hear that? She said I do.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I mean, that was one of the early times that WWE came out and was like, we support date rape.
And that's definitely what was
It's a per
going
date
on.
rape, but not cripple. Was it
Triple H.
Triple H? Not Triple H. No, Chris Benoit, the crippler crossface.
Oh, man.
Old Chris Benoit. Let's give a moment of silence for the Father of the Year, Chris Benoit.
Dude, that's the one that took me out of the wrestling game was his death.
I fell way out of my depth. Last time I watched wrestling was like 95.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
95? Wow. I don't.
I think it's like the New World Order, and it just like the video game hit PlayStation. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I'm done.
Y'all know it ain't real, right?
Still real to me, damn it.
But no, I mean that one took me out of it. I've watched since I was probably 4 or 5 years old, religiously. My dad got me into it, and as a small child, when he stopped watching, he was nice enough to inform me that it was fake.
At 4 and 5?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow.
Like, oh, I don't watch that. That shit's fake. Well, thanks, Dad. Like, I'm happy with that. Thank you.
When I started watching it at that early age, I definitely had a debate within myself. Is it fake? No, it's not fake. No way. They're jumping, from cages on high.
I mean,
But
that shit's real.
Yeah, and then you see them, hit each other. And I'm like, but that's fake. Going through the tables, chairs, and ladders matches. Like, that has to be real. So I kept going back and forth. And, some of it's, like, real. You can't really fake that. And most of it's fake. But it is just funny how I went through, a good year just going back and forth within myself.
So, what do you find fake about it?
The obvious, they're supposedly punches to each other, the supposedly, kicks to each other. It's hard to fake, going through a table, but
You think Mankind faked it when he fell 20 feet after chokeslam
No.
from the Undertaker on a
No.
bed full of tacks? Was that fake to you?
no, I definitely thought it was real. Okay. But it is questionable the times that they started bleeding. It was like, man, that was way too fast to start bleeding, and
Well, they've got some old school tricks.
Yeah, right.
That they used to do. They're
Razor
not.
blades in the turnbuckles.
Most of them would tape them under their wrist. Sometimes they'd actually jam a small piece under their fingernail. They don't do it anymore, really. WWE's in a PG era, and so none of the guys get color, as they call it. That's a inside term for you guys, getting color.
getting color.
Sounds
now.
racist.
It does sound-
Even Booker T had any color?
It was really hard to see.
Yeah.
That man's black as black can
He's all
be.
purple.
But yeah, so they'd also do some thin slices up in their forehead, dab it all up with alcohol, and then a nice impact to get that thing, gushing. So they all had long hair. They're sweating. It looks really good on TV.
Jeez.
I want to get back to how your dad broke it. That was fake. How'd the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, did he just do that too?
Oh, he kept that shit up. But thanks for telling me my childhood heroes are full of shit.
Oh, my dad did the same shit. I just wanted to get more into yours. You should see how my dad talked to me about the birds and the bees and puberty.
Look, son, people fuck. P and G, C comes out. There you go, babies.
No, I was like 5th, 6th grade, taking a shower. My dad barges in. He's like, son, one day you're going to get hair down there on your nutsack. And then
On your
you're going to be
nuts,
stroking it one day, and something's going to come out that looks like this. And he put some conditioner in his hand and put his hand in the shower.
Jesus Christ, man. That was
Does it
trauma.
smell that?
And he's all, and this is cum. He's all, here you go. I'll leave you a couple magazines and put them on the toilet, and just left.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's,
My dad was hardcore.
that is traumatic.
I don't even think you get that in high school. I mean,
Oh,
it's
my
more
dad
than
was-
I got.
My dad was all about the embarrassment. Picking me up, 3rd, 4th grade, in the car, roll down the windows. He'd be like, hey, girls, Johnny loves you.
That's good.
Wow.
That's a good dad.
He actually was.
No, I know.
I mean,
That's you need to do that kind of shit as a dad to embarrass your kids.
oh, yeah.
Knock them
it's-
down a notch. You know
it's
what I
all
mean?
right as a dad.
But 3rd grade, I mean, I think.
Oh shit, yeah.
No, I think later on in
Middle
I
junior
did
school,
high-
find it
actually.
hilarious. I was embarrassed. And then I'd be like, Dad, shut the fuck up. And then we'd be giggling. And
Yeah, I think once the kid starts going into puberty, that's when they start thinking they're hot shot, and that's when you knock them down a couple. Like, oh, okay, let me go to school and
Make fun of them for having pimples and stuff, so they get all self-conscious. Tell them they're fat, so they develop eating disorders. That's the kind of stuff you want to do as a parent.
I mean, at least your dads were involved in your lives. Mine was in an alcoholic stupor and was asleep for most of the day. So,
wow, what a way to kill this conversation. Thanks,
Yeah, Jesus,
Kevin.
Debbie Downer.
Jeez.
wow.
Wah, wah.
did you guys know that millions of kids die in Africa to malaria?
I do now.
That's brightening up my day.
You know what does brighten up my day? Getting your nutsack taken out.
Holy shit.
That is
Is
true.
that a segue? Are we segueing?
That's a segue into an article here.
I love the segue with no prep. Nobody's got the story open yet.
No, that's on you, Kevin.
Yeah, I was waiting, and okay, fuck it.
Well, I tried to segue into that earlier and you started talking about wrestling.
Once we start talking about wrestling, it's like never-ending story there.
I mean, this is hands down the worst episode. I'm gonna throw that out there again. Number 4, the worst.
And to think at work, I'm like, yeah, you think I think number 4 is going to be the best.
All right, so this one is coming to us from the Metro UK, and the headline reads: Married TV actor wakes up to find his testicles have been stolen after kissing a young woman in the sauna. And
Usually they steal your heart, don't they?
right, running off with your testes there. But first off,
Can I point something out in that article?
yeah, sure can.
So the picture has the guy's face blurred out, right?
Right.
They're like, we don't want to show this guy. He's blurred out. He's embarrassed. TV actor.
And
then
they
if you
put
go
his
a couple
name.
paragraphs down, they give his full name, his first and last name.
Oh, it's on Front Street. I mean, they open with his name. The first words are Dmitry Nikolaev, age 30.
Nikolaev.
Right, but
Dmitry
I meet
Nikolaev.
nice woman at the bar that she take my balls.
But this guy goes out like, you're already a piece of shit for being married and hanging out with this other broad, drinking, making out in the sauna. So, you know, I'm sure your wife's a little happier that your testes are gone. But what do? You meet a girl, hanging out, having some drinks. You wake up at a fucking bus bench.
I'm still not convinced the wife isn't behind it.
Hey, you never know. It's this Russia we're talking about.
I mean,
That the cheating bastard.
but the balls, I mean, you can still fuck without the balls.
no.
Bullshit.
That's
You can
what
still
pro-
get an erection. You just not.
Yeah, that's what I'm
you-
saying.
You got no.
And actually,
where's your
you know-
testosterone coming from?
Shots.
It's-
Oh my god.
You know, they turn women into men. Those little supplemental shots.
Like Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, like Bruce Jenner.
like Bruce.
Maybe
But
Bruce
reverse.
Jenner took
well,
this guy's balls.
Chaz Bono. You gotta go Chaz. Chaz Bono.
Maybe Bruce Jenner
Stole
can
this
give
dude's
guy-
balls. Has anybody seen Chaz Bono lately?
No.
Holy
Is
fuck.
that
That was
the alter ego? Is that the new name?
that's Sonny and Cher's kid. Or some shit.
How old is he?
30s?
30s, no shit.
Used to be a female.
What?
Unrecognizable as a guy now. I watched some of the transition photos, but now, wow. I just don't understand how
Wow.
I'm a woman, I'm supposed to be a man, so I can fuck women.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Why go through all of that, man? Like, it's cheaper to go buy the $80 strap on and just run with it.
I agree. I don't know why. Yeah. Why? I don't get the whole. I don't know. It's how you're born, I guess. But
I love women. I have to be a man so I can love women.
it's like Mr. and Mrs. Garrison from South Park. Remember when he
yeah,
becomes
absolutely.
he's gay, and then he doesn't want to be gay, so he turns himself into a woman, and then finds out he's gay again, and starts scissoring. Starts scissoring all the girls at Club Labo.
Oh Jesus! But what do you guys do? What do you do, right? In our non-married lives, even in our married lives, let's say this happens.
Your
What
balls
do-
get cut off.
What do you
Or-
tell your wife?
You don't. You just disappear. You become a woman. You don't have the balls, so you might as well split that shit in half and tuck it in.
At this point, I
You just
mean,
act like a woman down in TJ. You can just go down there and just, you don't have to change anything. You can just put a wig on, you'll be all right.
Do you like lady boys?
I come in you, you come on floor.
this time is
I like how the article though it covers. It's like, oh yeah, organ stealing, and all the myth of like stealing kidneys and shit. But like, who goes? You know what? I need some new balls. Let's just go steal them from someone else.
You have balls.
I like balls.
So you take the guy's nuts, but like, why not a kidney or part of his liver? It has to
Maybe-
be worth more money than some guy's nuts.
Maybe he's an all-star TV actor. I mean, he's an actor, so maybe he looks. I mean, from his chin down, he looks like an overweight, messy-haired goober. But I don't know. So I don't know why you'd want his balls. I mean, what are his balls going to do for you?
I don't know. At that point, I mean, if it happened to me, it's like life changing. You go home like
Really, life changing.
fucking life changing. What am I gonna do? I can't do anything. I don't know.
So you're saying
It's
this
just-
is more than like a bad haircut?
It's
Like,
what can you do? I just sit at home, cry. I guess I don't know.
Imagine that you're in the hospital. The doctor comes through and says, "It appears that an operation had been done by a medical professional, and you don't have your balls anymore."
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm looking at. Well, that's a really good stitch job.
Yeah.
This guy was talented.
He must have been good because
No way. I'll be in denial.
Oh, that's
Get
not
the
lea-
fuck outta
that's
here. I
not
still
leaving
have
a
my
scar at
balls.
all.
I still have my. Wait, I don't.
Do you feel comfortable going to your buddy and be like, look, we've been friends for double-digit years, 15, 20 years. We've been pals, dude. We've been through the best of times, the worst of times. Someone stole my nuts.
And you
Can
just,
I have-
And you drop it on him just like that.
Can I have one of your balls?
One of your balls.
Yeah. No, we can't be friends anymore. You're nutless.
I'd give you one of my testicles, Kevin.
Really?
Yeah,
I appreciate
I
that.
only need one, and
Sam, would you-
technically,
You're not getting my fucking balls. No way.
Technically, you'd be fathering
Just
kids I
one.
don't have to pay
Just
child
one.
support for.
Not a single ball.
I mean, according to my wife and what I see down there, I'm all ball anyways, so I have enough to go around. You guys ever end up in Russia? You're missing balls, dude. I'll shave you off a quarter. Don't worry about it.
Quarter of a ball.
Quarter of a ball.
You know, Kevin, you're all ball. Is that what your wife says you?
Yeah, I gotta take my balls, tuck them between my legs so I can pee in the toilet without running over my balls.
Yeah.
They call me peanuts. I mean,
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
losing a ball.
well, not even one. Both.
both.
They're gone.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant, Sam. I'm still in disbelief that you wouldn't donate one of your balls to me.
You gotta be out of your mind. There's no fucking way.
One
Why
ball.
would I give you a ball? Why would I give
one
you?
ball?
I'm not gonna give you
already
guys a
have
fucking
kid.
ball.
You already have. I don't have none.
Yeah. I don't want to be the one ball freak.
They have
Walking around.
like
You
Like
can get
glass
the-
balls.
cosmetic nudicles.
Nudicles.
They're fake testicles. They put them in there for cosmetic feel and look and everything.
I'm not okay with having the fake ball.
What about like your prime directive as a human being or a species to procreate? You give Will one of your balls. He's gonna father tons of kids that you don't have to pay child support
You're
for.
fucking Will's wife at that.
Is that what it takes?
That's a sticky situation.
Hey, wife. How's Sam's cum taste? 'Cause I'm not making my.
I do get a hint.
Who
of
you fucking? This kid look a
Scandinavian in
lot
there.
like Sam. What the fuck? No, did we have
I'd
this
love
talk about procreation and what would we do with it?
I'd love to see that in Jerry Springer though.
Oh,
This
yeah.
kid looks just like him. It's his testicles. I don't get that.
Oh, that
This
was.
is ridiculous.
Be a good
That's the
Maury
show
episode.
that Maury Povich quits on. Like,
Yeah, that's
don't
when
get it.
and he exits on. We saw the other day there was one on. This woman was in there for a third time. I watch Maury from time to time. I enjoy it.
you have
You're a
to.
Maury guy, huh?
I do. This woman was in there for her third time, doing the same whole spiel. Look at his baby's eyebrows. I look just like him. And I do that as my best voice I can for the general people that are on that show. But the Quisha or Ladasha or whatever her name was on the show, and yeah, she's on it third time, and baby wasn't hers, wasn't his.
What the hell? The baby
It
wasn't
happens.
hers.
It happens. Well, it was hers. It wasn't his. The
I'm
third
such
time.
a
How do
slut,
you-
the
how
baby
do you-
wasn't mine.
Test came back. This baby's neither of yours. Where'd you get this baby from? I saw this baby. I bought this baby straight cash.
I'm so loose, someone snuck a fetus in there.
Oh shit. This is what we do in America now. Is
Well, talking about babies, definitely got to bring up how you pronounce it, the breathy? No. Bell-
keep going. No, don't help him. Keep going.
Don't help him.
Keep going.
I'm
You
new
can
to
do it,
this.
Will.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't have the story in front of me.
Brelfie.
Brelfie?
Brelfie. Yeah. Yes.
Brelfie.
Yeah. It's a breastfeeding selfie.
So me and my wife were talking about it, and I told her, "Is it necessary to take a picture?" While
Fuck no, it's not necessary.
No, right? No, and well, she's against it too, but she was just stirring the pot with me. What's the difference? Like, why does it matter? It's what she told me.
Your titties in a baby's mouth all over the fucking interwebs.
Exactly.
That's what the issue is.
And she goes, well, so you don't think a girl in a thong walking around is not appropriate? And she compared it to that, and I'm like, yeah, well.
You're like, nah, it's not appropriate. I hate women in thongs. I don't like seeing them
Absolutely.
ever.
But I don't know. I think that moment should be shared within the household.
Well, I mean, okay.
Not fucking everyone.
I agree.
Do you have a problem with women breastfeeding in public?
If they cover themselves with the blanket, no, absolutely not.
They're actually called udder covers,
okay. Well, fucking whatever.
which is pretty funny.
But when they're just fucking walking around and you see pretty much the whole tit and a little bit of the fucking nipple, areola and the nipple and all that bullshit, I mean, come on, man.
But I'm going to get misogynistic on this one. It's a free titty shot, right?
Hey,
Who cares?
there's not many things that are necessary in life. I mean, if you boil it down, but if you're going to take a brelfie or breastfeed in public and you're like, oh, this is natural, then you know what? Don't give me a dirty look if I look.
Right.
If you're popping
I'll
the
give you
tit
that.
out and I go, cute baby.
Nice tit.
Nice tit. And you go, ugh. I go, fucking put it away then.
Yeah. Have some respect, sir. You have some respect. Jesus, look at yourself.
That'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to walk down this beach naked.
How
How
baby-
dare you look at my dong?
How's the baby feel? You know?
I mean,
Fantastic.
But in that
Getting
instance,
fed
cool.
on a boob.
how is it any different? We're all out there at lunch. I'm eating. I see you eating. Strangers eating. Whatever.
Well, when you're eating, I usually look at you disgusted too. Usually gnawing, you're sweating, your
Fucking shoveling shit in my
grease is
maw.
falling down your fucking goatee.
Like a cow chewing cud.
Pretty much. But
That's why I avoid mirrors when I eat.
we've seen kids bottle feeding. Everybody's seen a kid getting fed. We've all seen each other eating. So if he's sucked up to the udder, who gives a shit?
It just gets weird when they're like 2. That's the part that creeps me out. I still stay at the stance. Like, if you're okay showing me the boob and you're not offended that I looked because you're sitting across from me at SeaWorld or some shit, then okay. But like a 2-year-old, like, Mom,
I mean-
when you can ask for a tit
Hey,
and
Mom.
a drink. Hey, Mom, bust out that titty.
I mean, when you can grab the apple
Savage
box,
is thirsty.
right? But
I got a mean smoker's cough. Mommy, bust that titty out, huh?
so you said they've got the udder covers, right? That's what they're called. Have you seen the knitted caps now that
knitted
look like a tit?
Oh, those are awesome.
So
I love it.
Woman's breastfeeding. You put this cap on the child, and now it looks the back
a
of the
boobie?
kid's head looks like a tit.
I'm all for that. I wish I would have thought of it and sold it.
That's pretty funny. Those are cool.
Now, how do
Ladies,
we?
I'll be honest with you.
I mean, we all know how we feel on this show. Selfies are stupid, yet we're all absolutely guilty of taking selfies. The easiest way to stop this brelfie craze,
I've never taken a selfie.
You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, you
I know.
lie.
I haven't.
Liar.
Look at my Facebook. I have one
No,
picture and like 5 comments.
Now the thing is, the selfie in general, I'm not against it.
Oh.
It's the fucking you're going into the 500,000 selfie.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
But here's how we end the breastfeeding selfie. Literally, go home, Sam, open your wife's shirt, suck on her titty, take a picture, and post it. Will, you do it. Jonathan, you do it. I'll do it. And we'll just get a whole movement of guys.
Now, is this
Just-
actually a movement to stop something, or is this just an
This is
excuse
gonna become
so we
a
can see
new
everyone else's
craze, like the
dicks?
bearded guy sucking on his wife's boobie.
It's gonna stop though, because eventually the wives are gonna throw down the gauntlet and be like, no. It'll be cool, it'll be cute, we'll throw a couple out there in the world, everybody's doing it, and then before you know it, no.
I would definitely make an attempt, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
My wife would be like, "You fucking crazy."
Look, man, the only advice I can give you, turn the flash off. You don't want to get caught trying to sneak a picture with the flash on. And turn the volume off. What was that?
That's my side boob.
Exactly. Well, do that. Have the wife on your boobie. Big old hairy chest.
That's even better. That's even better.
Put some milk on top of her upper lip.
Milk mustache. Exactly.
Milk mustache.
Here I am in my natural position, feeding my wife and putting her to sleep.
Isn't this beautiful?
So let's go from children breastfeeding, this very, very touching subject, to actually having been touched.
This is a good one, folks.
This one, this definitely goes into worst school of the year.
You have to read some of the quotes from that. It's golden.
You would have to go into it. But I didn't understand.
He touched our hearts.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave the headline off of this one, and we'll just go right to Front Street. This one, of course, is coming to us from the Mirror UK, and Bruce Barrett was convicted in 2009, but the memorial to him was inscribed on the school gates after his death. Now he's a convicted sex offender. 2009.
Child.
Which is
Sex
strange that
offender.
you're even allowed to be in school still as a convicted sex offender.
Right.
You'd think that
No.
that'd be kind of a black mark on your resume. Like,
No way. No. He got convicted, and I don't think he went back. He got convicted.
Okay, but even still, right?
yeah, why would, I mean, if you got convicted, why would you, 5 counts of indecent assault and 2 counts of sexual assault? I mean, how do you make your headline on the school property? You know, like, even if you're a great teacher, I don't think as a sex offender you're allowed to have your name anywhere near it.
And one of the kids is even like, oh, I was molested. And like everyone knows about it. And I'm confused because he's still allowed to teach and do all this weird stuff, tickling boys and beating them apparently.
Yeah, there was a. Oh,
And-
it's a
and
red
yet-
tie day.
A red tie day.
Oh my god,
Where
dude.
he beat someone with a cane.
Yeah.
And the
Watch
kid's
out,
confused.
boys,
He's
it's-
like,
Watch out, boys! It's red tie day, meaning he would go caning people.
So now,
What a fucking.
can we go to the name? The name is
Let-
definitely his name's definitely DC.
well, let's go.
Bruce Barrett?
Bruce Barrett.
I'm not the pedophile they wanted. I'm the pedophile they need.
Exactly. Where's your butthole?
But the inscription read, Bruce Barrett. He touched us all.
He did.
Oh my god, dude.
How do you? I mean, that is an epic fuck up. How do you let that one slide? Not only
Maybe like that's the intern or something like that. That's interning for a superintendent's like, oh dude, I got it, man. We'll put this.
But it had to go through. There was a conceptual thought. This man did something. Let's get him a nice plaque, something to remember him by. It went to the school board, the principal, right? These folks were like, oh yeah. All the way up to the superintendent. It gets voted, passed, whatever. Boom, it's made. None of these fuckers remember a conviction.
Yeah, and like, this happened like 6 years ago. It's not like it's like he did it back in '85. It's just pretty fresh in the minds of people. I would imagine. Like, yeah, this would be good. Yeah,
Kevin, check this out. Look what I typed.
yeah, exactly.
He touched us all. Bruce Barrett. I sent it out that way.
It's got to be like it had to have been a joke at the beginning, like the dude at the San Francisco when the plane went down and the fire trucks ran over those 2 kids. Remember that news article that came out and the pilot's name were Captain Howley Fook and We Too Low and Wing Dang Pow, like just racist fucking
Oh yeah, I remember
his
that one.
names. I don't know, man. It's
There had to be some, like, the headmaster or whatever they call the principal over in Australia. Had to have been some old guy like, back in my day, everyone got sodomized.
Yeah.
That's how you become a man. He touched us all.
you have a man touch you, and that's become you, a man.
Now let me stir the pot here.
You're gonna tell me sexual assault's okay on children's?
No, it's not okay.
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, obviously they remembered him for the actual good he did. You know, whatever good that was.
I think they were all bad touches.
Maybe. I mean, how good of a teacher do you have to be
That everybody looks past
yeah, exactly.
sexual
I'm
abuse.
Like, jeez.
The school. Sorry, keep going.
No. I mean, that was my question. How good do you have to be of a teacher to look past?
You know,
All the sexual
old Mr.
assaults.
Barrett, man. I mean, my ass hurts, but god damn, I remember the periodic tables.
Yeah. He could teach me chemistry like no other, but man.
I'm making 100 G's because of him right now.
Exactly.
I mean, do you think he taught sex ed? In
Yeah,
a similar fashion to John's dad, just all right. Look, here's,
This-
here's your cum.
You don't see this what it tastes like. It tastes kind of, I don't know.
Now let's do a lab.
Random fact of the day: pedophile is someone who's attracted to kids. If pedophile is someone who's attracted to teens. You learned something. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted.
again-
The train was going too fast. I wanted to stop that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, good.
I can only learn while being sexually molested. So
Molested.
I like the fact that the school forced the students to attend his funeral. Like these kids,
Did
a
they
former
really?
student, yeah.
Yeah, it said right in there. They forced kids to go to his funeral.
Like holy shit, man! I mean, I guess it's like it'd be good, like that son of a bitch is dead. Yeah, you know,
like this is the ultimate time for Westboro Baptist to come out and start picketing this guy's funeral, right? And just I told you so, and God hates fags, and this is what you get, and they don't make the trip. How do you miss that one?
Westboro Baptist, they kind of disappeared when
Old Fred
Who was it?
Phelps passed.
no, it was like right before that. There's a British talk show host, and he said he'd personally pay for every single one of them to fly out to the Middle East and picket ISIS.
really.
Yeah, he's always like, you know what? If you believe this so much, I will personally pay for every one of you to fly out there and fly back if you're still alive.
I got stuff I got to do on that day, so I can't go and hang out with ISIS on
It would have been amazing if they'd actually had the balls to do that. End up out there and ISIS joins their picket line.
Yeah, ISIS is like, yeah, God does hate fags. That's what we're trying to tell people. That's all.
We just couldn't find the
man.
words, so we started cutting people's heads off.
Yeah.
How many of those God hates America signs did you bring? I mean, we made our own,
Yeah.
but
Wait, God doesn't hate him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does hate America.
I mean, if we were allowed in the country, we'd protest soldiers' funerals too. But they're trying to keep us out.
The latest from ISIS, destroying all the... You see that yet? Oh, they went through a bunch of places in Iraq and destroyed like ancient art... not ancient art pieces, but, prominent art pieces with sledgehammers, and they're videotaping. And of course, ISIS has the editing staff to have the cinematic style, like slow-mo when they're smashing sledgehammers over these iconic things' faces and shit. Jesus, man.
They're taking some tips off of 300 when they release all these
Exactly.
videos. Oh, and then the video goes
The slow-mo, and then the
slow-mo.
horse fucking yells in the dude's face, and...
This is ignorant.
This is...
I don't know.
I guess
don't
that
get
shit's
it.
probably too real. We probably shouldn't talk about that kind of stuff. Huh?
Well,
Leave it to dicks and...
I mean, we were fine up until Will told everybody where I live. So.
Speaking of pedophiles,
and as we found out last week, I mean, fitting enough that they send the pedophiles out to the taint of San Diego. So
Yeah. But he has
That's
decided to move to the sweltering asshole. So you live in a better place now.
send them to the fucking taint of the world. Just
dude.
put them over there and just have them start butt fucking everybody.
Who?
The pedophiles.
Well, I mean,
Butt fucking ISIS.
We
We've equipped them with tranquilizers.
Yeah,
so that
they've
they
got
can get their prey safely.
Russian beer concoctions. They're gonna drug everybody. And
No. Just go and take their nuts. See how fucking manly they are now. Fucking chopping people's heads off with no testicles.
yeah,
That's all we need to do is encourage them to suicide bomb.
I got no nuts. I have nothing to live for now.
exactly.
Let me go blow myself up again.
I would. Fuck. I don't know if I'd kill anybody else, but I'd probably kill myself.
I mean, between bacon tipped bullets and having pigs eat their remains, I think we end this war pretty quick.
Oh, that's bacon tip bullets are awesome.
You can shoot me in the mouth all day.
That's when the bacon craze ends. When you get people like you put the tip of your gun in some bacon grease, and that's how people are shooting themselves. And then it becomes like, oh, bacon's not that good anymore. We can't be flavoring bullets and guns with
This just in, bacon kills teen.
bacon kills. I just like the taste of bacon. I want it in my mouth really fast, so I shot myself.
Just a quick snack. So let's go from children being touched to children touching. Now I know the craze has ended. There's not a lot of people.
The
that still
children
play
touching
it.
craze? Is that what you're talking about? I gotta stop you there.
I was
When
just
did-
about to say,
When was that craze happening? I missed out on the children touching craze.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, I totally went by school and touched 5 kids yesterday. It was great.
hung my hand out the window.
oh man, I got 10,000 retweets.
slapping kid butts.
No, but does anybody play Angry Birds anymore? Anybody?
No, but
No,
I was
people still
addicted.
do for sure.
I mean, I have them loaded on my phone. I don't play them, not even the Star Wars ones.
You
but
don't play you'll play the Star Trek ones pretty soon.
The Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah,
version.
bring that
Leonard
up
Nimoy.
again. But no, I
Wait, hold
do
on.
play.
For Leonard Nimoy, he played Spock on Star
it's
Trek.
that guy.
Yeah, with the pointy ears.
The ears?
Yeah.
Vulcan Death Grip.
He play a Spock.
Here play a Spock.
A spoke.
A spoke?
Yeah, a spoke.
No, you
Is Spork?
you spoke wrong.
No, you guys do it way too whitish. Is it? It spoke.
S. Spork?
It spoke.
S. Spork?
It spoke.
A spoke on my bike.
It spoke.
¿Quién es tu papá?
It's broken. Fuck. No, so I play there's a Transformers version of Angry Birds. I play that, but apparently in China, Angry Birds is still popular. They've moved from the phone app to a live action version.
Real life.
So these youngsters were pretty much grabbing sparrows. They were capturing sparrows, tying them down to fireworks, and launching them off across the park.
That is incredible. Only in China I feel like that's like a Chinese thing. You just hear that like that kind of stuff happens over there. I don't know.
Like
I'm
don't
just surprised
understand.
they didn't eat it.
Yeah, exactly. Afterwards, they just munch on the bird's brain or something like that for a little while.
I mean, I can't catch shit. These
Yeah.
guys are just,
You're not
just
Chinese.
catching, right?
You're not motivated. You're not motivated enough. Have you ever done a 12-hour Nike sewing shift and then
And then,
gotten 15 minutes to yourself and you had to get lunch? That bird didn't have a chance.
I mean, with this,
sweatshot jokes. I like it.
the gentleman that caught these kids didn't even call the police, and I love what he says. Well, I didn't call the police because it was illegal.
To call the police or
No,
what they were doing?
what they were
That's
doing.
probably in China. That's illegal. You
What?
called the cops. You can't call the cops.
Why are you calling me? You know you could get
Why
in
you
trouble.
calling me? You're under arrest for calling me.
Why have you assumed we do not know what you're already doing? My horrible Asian accent.
That's
right
pretty
there.
good. Yes.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
died.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
Moving right along.
Okay, so there's strapping birds to fireworks and firing them off.
I mean, you got to go into a long, detailed, methodical planning of capturing the birds first. And I'm assuming they caught more than
I don't know
once.
if you do though. I think you probably just throw some breadcrumbs down and then jump on them.
Really? You're
If you're Chinese,
He makes a good point.
dude.
Well, Chinese.
Bro.
They groom their people over there. So this is like the bird catching.
But still, say they're not that fast. They can't catch them. You got to come up with some kind of plan to catch them. I'm assuming they caught at least 2+ at a time, just to make
At a
it
time?
fun.
With all those Nike shoelaces that they
Well,
reject,
yeah,
you
Like
can
a
make a
lasso.
net. Make a net. Toss that bad boy out there.
So I mean, here's what he's saying though. So he didn't report it, right, because it's illegal to do. But However, I posted images online because people should be aware of what's happening, and maybe it will increase pressure for animal rights laws to finally be introduced here in China.
They don't have.
Well, why
animal-
wouldn't you fucking call the police?
Yeah, why would you not call the cops and then go to like the news channel about
But
it?
didn't you just read? It's illegal to call the cops. It's fucking illegal.
We're past that one, Will.
Yeah,
I'm
Jesus
still. I'm
Christ.
still with it. It's
I
fucking
can tell
retarded.
you with it.
Get on the train, catch up.
No. Why is it illegal?
Why is it illegal to call the cops?
He didn't want to have to call the cops because
That was a
then-
yoke, Will. It's not illegal to call the cops.
God damn it! Why is it illegal? But still,
Well, probably because you're an undocumented citizen. So
probably. But we're in China, so
I would have been more surprised with that story if I didn't read last week that Thailand had to issue tourist behavior pamphlets to the Chinese coming in because their tourist behavior is so bad that they have to warn them and give them a pamphlet like, no, we just don't shit in any alley, and no, we don't write on
get the
historical
fuck outta here.
documents. Yeah, and the Chinese have
Historical documents.
historical documents.
They're just like breaking into the national archives and scribbling
No.
stuff.
One kid in Egypt was tagging like Wong was here on like pyramids and shit.
Wong was here.
Wow.
well, it probably was.
Maybe it was like Huang or whatever, but
No, that's wrong to do that.
Do not do that. That's Wong.
I mean, it brings a smile to my face to know that for once someone's being an asshole in a different country and it's not an American.
it's glorious.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
I mean, the last news story I read, a couple of girls got kicked out of some province in China, some park, because they were taking
Selfies.
naked selfies. You know, dropped a little butt shot, and they got caught and kicked out. But apparently, in that particular park, now that's the thing to do: sneak off, get naked, take your picture, and go.
Outstanding.
Not for me.
What's
I mean,
not
not for-
getting
not for
naked,
anybody
taking your
standing around.
pictures.
We can ruin that real quick. You and I can just get naked and like photobomb all the shots. The Chinese government, you should hire us to end this.
Drizzle old men.
I mean, that's the one thing I miss about the old days of camera taking. I mean, if you photobomb somebody, that's it forever. They're stuck with that picture, you know?
Yeah, to film developing too, when it's not just instantaneous. Like, yeah,
Now you can edit it out right away or blur it out. And,
or just take a new picture.
yeah, it's
Or at least fun. Like, they take multiple pictures.
Multiple.
Multiple, yeah, it's riveting.
very, apparently.
The new guy, the train stopper. Here to ruin your fun.
Exactly.
They call me the derailer.
You guys are going good. We're going to stop that.
So did you guys hear about that? Speaking of derailing, fucking train accident up in L.A. again. Another idiot turned onto the tracks for about 80 feet. Oh, I thought it was a road. I'm sorry, but I don't think these MapQuest programs are that
Bad.
horrible.
The Apple ones are, though.
But it's a fucking train track. You can tell it's a train track. It's not a through
Usually
street.
when you're
like-
driving like this.
right? Just 80 feet, got out of his car, left, train hits it, derails. Like,
People die.
no, I think only 24 were injured.
So that's practically nothing.
It's funny that, you know, these train crashes are happening more and more frequently, and I'm catching on KFI more Amtrak commercials.
Really?
They're trying to boost, you know, rail riding, and
We promise you your train will not derail. Just ride on us.
we'll
We haven't had a derailment in like 48 months. Come on.
we'll refund you your full trip purchase if we do happen
The
to derail.
$16 it took you to fucking...
Amtrak, now with a car collision in every ride.
They were, I mean, I don't know. Anybody ever ridden a train?
Yeah, I took it from Irvine down to Solana Beach.
See, that doesn't count.
That's since
doesn't
that
count.
one drunk weekend
coaster?
right after high school.
Yeah, I did the same thing from Oceanside to Santa Ana, and it's like, Jesus Christ, I would rather have driven.
Yeah, you stopped like 48 times and fucking...
Is that the
Every
same guy
6
on the
miles you're
bicycle?
stopping. Yeah, pretty much.
You
That's how
can
it
get
goes.
there a lot quicker. I mean, quicker, if not the same amount of time as driving. You know, I wanted to take a train from California out to Colorado. It was like, you know, beautiful country, going through Utah and everything, getting into Colorado. Price was ridiculous, and it took almost like 10 hours more than it would have took if I just drove straight through.
10 hours. But I mean, you save your body the ache of sitting in a car driving. I mean, you could fall asleep in a train.
Yeah, but fuck that. I mean, I'd still.
How much more was it?
I think they were running. It's like $150 round trip, I believe.
That's it.
That's it?
That's about gas. That's
I'd
Colorado.
rather
Not to Colorado?
And
yeah,
back.
that's less
and
than gas.
back.
That's a 12 to 15 hour drive.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours on Greyhound, which I've made that trip quite a bit.
Ugh.
24 hours. That's
You know what's
stupid.
worse than Greyhound? Riding the Greyhound from New Mexico and getting food poisoning in Phoenix.
Finish out that trip strong.
I think they sold my seat and just assumed that the bathroom was mine. It's the fucking worst trip ever.
I mean, that's
bad, dude.
That's the rough one. Is you got that debate. If you're starting out on the bus and it's fresh, it's not so bad. But do you take the back seat? Back seat's wider. It's bigger. You got 3 seats there. Most people don't want to sit there because it is next to the shitter. I'll take it. I'll jam some tissue in my fucking nose and hang out, man. But holy crap.
I've never had the displeasure of taking a Greyhound.
No, you're fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have from LA to Phoenix. That's a long trip. The best way to go about it is just don't sleep the night prior and then just sleep all the way through.
No. I've yet to sleep on one of my Greyhound trips.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
You might wake up with your balls gone.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
No, it's just it's uncomfortable, There's not a lot of stops on that trek, but one time I wish I'd have gone to sleep because I had some fat dude. I wasn't fat at the time, so I can say that. But this fat fucker just squeezed in next to me,
Sweating smelling like cold cuts.
Hey man, can I have some of your salami? little salami under titty.
We're talking about salami.
But he passed out and he's nodding off on my fucking shoulder. And it's like, dude, sir, you're on my shoulder. Oh, and so this went on from pretty much Grand Junction to is it fucking Beaver, Utah? A little diner right there, the Bambi Diner. Depending on when I left, I'd normally hit that stop about 4:20 in the morning. So while everybody else is eating, I was out in the backfield smoking, getting a little stony for the rest of the trip. Well, we load back up on the bus, and I look around, and this fucker's not there, and his bag's there. I'm like, is everybody here? Bus driver's doing the head count. And I had a moment of, do I tell him this guy's missing? Fuck that, dude. I'm not riding all the way to California with this dude on my shoulder.
Cannot blame you.
The bus starts pulling away. Slowly reaching the driveway point. And I look back at the restaurant and you see this fat fuck just jogging out of the bathroom. He's got the, wait. And we started pulling out into the street before somebody looked back and goes, I think you forgot somebody. And I go, fuck. And he's like, I can't believe you didn't tell him I wasn't on the bus. I go, I don't know what your agenda is, dude. I don't have your itinerary, so if this is where you got
I thought you were
off.
getting off at the Bambi Diner.
You were a fat guy. We showed up at a diner. I thought that was your destination.
But I mean, the rest of that trip, I was pissed and bitter because he fell asleep again, and that was it. I was like, "Fuck, dude, just nap. If you start drooling, I'm gonna slap you one." But I let him sleep, and when he finally woke up, he didn't apologize for any of the other times. But when he finally woke up this time, oh, I'm sorry, I must have dozed off. Yeah,
Yeah, you fucking knew
Fucker.
what you were doing, you fat bitch.
you fucking bitch.
I would have started ripping him, just fucking farting.
Yeah, just started just cutting fucking gnarly farts on him.
Should have dropped a Cleveland steamer in his bag.
Fuck. And speaking of buses, this bus is pulling out. So again, for
Sam Doreen.
William Cardona.
Jonathan Winter.
and I, as always, am Kevin Owens, and we'll see you folks next week. If you've got some erroneous opinions of your own, as always, send us an email at erroneousopinions.com. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can find us at Erroneous Words. You can find us on Facebook at Erroneous Opinions on Facebook.com. And again, thanks for joining us. Sorry about the problems with this episode. We'll see how it turns out. But as always, I'm your host, Kevin Owens, and you guys have a good week. We'll see you soon.